It was just really good to see some runs from people that we really wanted to get some runs into. So Hetty especially, who hasn't played a lot of cricket, Stoyne, who hasn't played much cricket. So to get them some time out in the middle and make some runs was really beneficial for them. Yeah, well, we've talked about attitude, and I think fielding is a big thing, is attitude. If you bring the right attitude, you generally field quite well. So that was disappointing that we dropped some catches. We took 2 or 3 really nice catches, as you said, but we can't afford to be dropping 4 or 5 catches and then missing run-outs as well. We did yesterday, so we've talked about that, and we know fielding is going to play a big part in this. And the Australian cricket team do pride themselves as being one of the best fielding teams in the world. So that we'll keep working on that in the next few days. But I think it's an attitude thing and making sure the attitude's there. Yeah, I think if you get making 300, you have to bowl well to defend it. 350 is still, it's not. It's a score that can be chased these days. I think the 2020 concept has made chasing runs not daunting at all. A big score these days isn't looked at, and it just shows with stats now teams chase down some big scores. So we'll be looking to post 300 plus every time, but it's not always as easy as that. And the pitches will play a part on that as well. I think I'll get a say, but the selectors will be, will make their call, and the captain and I have our input. But generally, watching since my 12 months working with Australian cricket, the sides that the captain and the coach and the selectors want are always pretty aligned, so it should be no problem. We'll look at that. It's been obviously brought up between all of us really talking about it. We know that his workloads are up there, but we know it's still an important series. It's Australia versus India. You don't get it any bigger than that. He's really determined to play well over here. We'll probably it'll be a game by game basis, but we'll just play it by ear. But at this stage we're planning in playing all the games. To a degree it is, but we're hoping they'll be ready before the first Shield or second Shield game, and that will give them good preparation. We've probably got a bit of a blessing that we've got 3 Shield games before the first Test and the Ashes. It's probably as good a build-up as you want for an Ashes. So, in that sense, as long as they're ready to go by the first Test in Brisbane and ready to play and perform, I'll be really happy. I think about this time last year, I think we were in South Africa, and the same thing, Hazelwood and Stark were rested from that tour, and they got through a really heavy workload in the summer, got through all the tests. So I think it's not such a bad thing that they're not here, but as long as they're ready to go, and that first Test in Brisbane, for sure. I think once Sunday comes, everyone will be buzzing and really wanting to perform. I don't think the rivalry is... it's just about, when you come to India, it's just such a passionate place, and they love their cricket, and their team plays with a lot of passion. Their leaders got a lot of passion. We have to equal that if we want to beat them. So we're going to have to bring our passion to the game as well. This is a different form of the game. There's quite a different group, our group. So half of them weren't even there, so they're not going to be holding anything. The 2 captains, obviously the ones that were at the forefront of that, but I don't think so. I think they'll just go out and play some good cricket.